All right, what's going on, everybody? Fabio again here with Fab's Lab. 40 Below Gaming. Got a sweet little product review here gonna happen today. Just turn on some light. I have in front of me Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress. So I'm gonna be doing a nice little review on the contents of this box, and I'm also gonna be putting together all the models in it today. So, and I'll kind of go through those, spin them around for you guys. Uh, the time this is going to be released will be the day it's available to order. Uh, Guys over at Game Night are going to be carrying this product. So if you're looking for it and want to grab it early, definitely head on down there, and they should have it actually probably the morning that you are seeing this video. So I'm gonna get right into it because I got lots to do. So we're gonna open up this box. Now, I understand there's a couple models that have already been built, so we'll kind of go through those, show you what they look like, the details of them, and then yeah, I wonder if this could be. No, let me do this. Hang on. I have. I'll be doing one on the Malign Sorcery box too later on, for those that are interested. Let's see if we can get this to stand up. Yeah, we can. Okay, so let's get right into this. I'm super pumped. Okay, so let's check this out. I'm not going to open any of it. Just gonna. So looks like we've got some maps for I guess the battlefields. I guess a bunch of cards. We've got kind of like equipment cards and upgrades. We've got, I guess this one says new threats, so I'm assuming these kind of things can pop up during the game, and I guess you have to battle them. So that's kind of cool. So we've got a little bit of story here. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so you got a little story of about what about the Black Fortress. Yeah, it says sample chapter. Okay, not really my niche, but for some of you, that kind of stuff is really interesting. We've got data cards for different units. So it's showing on a roll of X, you do Y, and then you've kind of got, it looks like you have something for dice. I don't know much about the game, so I'm literally just opening this up, taking a look, and kind of assuming some stuff. So it's got some special rules, got how to use certain weapons, more special rules. This is Janice Drake, Rogue Trader, so that's cool. And actually, I believe, yep, and he is one of the guys that's built. So I'm going to try and zoom in on this guy. See if we can focus on him a little bit here. Maybe not. Man, I don't know why. I can never get these cameras to focus on these models. But what I will say is the detail is actually really nice on these guys. So I'm going to, once I get more models built, I'm going to try and work my cameras a little bit here and fiddle with them to try and get these models. So you can see these models. Ooh, this guy's cool. He's got like a weird helmet on. Kind of see him. Oh, it focused. Oh, snap. Oh, and it blurred. So yeah, actually, these models are actually really nicely done, and they're snap togethers, as I understand. So let's keep going here before we go back into more models. So more encounters. This one says Trader Guardsman, and it says, I guess these are rolls or something. Oh yeah, they are. They're special purple dice that actually have arrows on them. So I guess if you roll a 1, you get 7 Trader Guardsmen. On a 2, you get 7 Trader Guardsmen. 3, you get 5. And then 4, it says Endless Horde, reroll reinforcement rolls if hostile reinforcements fail to arrive. So that actually looks kind of cool. Yeah, so we got a whole bunch of different dice here. You've got D6s. You have D6s, but have blanks and arrows on them to correspond with some of the specials in the game. You have a D20. You've got multiple colored dice. You got black on white and white on black. And then you've got a what is this, I guess? D2, 4, a D12. And they also have arrows on them. So again, they probably correspond with something in the game as far as encounters or mission abilities and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's cool. So you got a bunch of different dice to correspond with the game. Obviously, we got all our bases to correspond with the models we have to build. Just get my bases out of the way because I don't need them right now. We've got what appears to be Ziploc bags of some sort. Not sure what these are for, but I assume it's for some aspect of the game, maybe transporting parts of it and throwing them in afterwards. So that's cool. So they thought about that. That's nice to see. What do you got here? Across Black Fortress, Hidden Vault envelope. Do not open until the Hidden Vault quest has been completed. Okay, so there's a bunch of different quests, and I guess when you finish the last one, you're supposed to open this little thing. It's Blackstone Fortress, spooky envelope. Okay, cool. So we've got all our models. We've got, oh wow, a bunch of books, data sheet. So we got all the models. I assume this one is how to build all these models. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to move this stuff out of the way because this is what I'm going to do in a minute. So we got the Blackstone Fortress data sheets. Oh, so it's got all the data sheets right in here. That's really cool. So these are all for the guys in the game, and I understand you can use them in 40K as well. So yeah, there's that. We've also got the rules. I assume how combat happens. Okay, and then these are just different, I guess, it looks like different quests. Oh, and there's background. Story of the Black Fortress. Okay, so more background story. I'm glad they called it background, because that's what it should be called. The priest... what is this? Using legacy cards. Showing off the models, the strongholds. Okay, so this is just more how to play the game. So basically, these are all the rules. Along with some backstory, that's cool. And then we've got all the wow, there's a lot of tiles. Holy moly. Oh, we're not all, that is not all. Okay, so hang on, they've got some bases here, so I'm gonna get these out of the way. Like I said, I'm gonna go into the models in a minute, so I don't wanna, if I can, oh my god, I can't get this base up. That's hilarious. Can't pick it up. There we go. Okay, get the bases out of the way. Got initiative. Okay, so these look like, I assume you shuffle up the cards when you're playing, and whoever gets drawn is who activates next. That's what I'm guessing. This is cool. That's I like that. It's more random, so it's harder to predict what you're gonna do and who's gonna do what when. More Ziploc bags, good. And there's a lot of tiles. This thing is thick. You got 1, 2, 3, so there's 5 sets of tiles here. So lots of different, I guess, map variations and stuff like that. Very cool, very cool. So there's a lot of stuff in this box, guys. So for I don't know what it costs. To be honest, I don't know if there's a price tag on this box. No, so we don't know I don't have the price, but honestly, for the amount of stuff in here, I'm sure it's worth it. Plus, all the models are sweet. So I will definitely be trying this game out. I gotta be honest, I think this actually looks really neat. So to the part that I have been asked to do. Building the models. Alright, so like I said, a couple have already been built. They're on my little stand over here by my stuff. So, oh, and I see he's actually picked the first 2 guys on the sheet, so I can actually just go right down the sheet. Neat. So, let's start with the Ministorum Priest. So, it looks like I need a 21... 20, 23, 24 do I need? Yeah, 24 and 25. Okay, so let's get right into this, guys. Doesn't look like I have much cleaning of spruted bits, so I'm just going to quickly clip these out. looks actually quite nice detail on these. This is actually pretty nice. That was the front side, so his back side I need, which was 21. Just saying it's this piece. Or is that his back side? No, that's his front. 820. Oh, ha! There we go. That makes more sense. Bam. Get that cut out. So this arm I need. Let's get that out. Let's get this little gun. Man, the conversion potential on some of these models I'm seeing already is wild. But unfortunately, these are for a game, so you can't do that right away. We got a Kroot guy. Oh man, you guys haven't looked at this stuff yet, like I haven't. This is really cool. I am very into some of these models. Okay, so let's get this first guy done up. So just making sure that there's no bits in the way to get this guy put together. Okay, let's clean up these few little bits where this had to cut. There's very little flashing that I need to actually go and clean, which is really cool. Clean that up. Okay, that's that one. Generally, I put the guys together before cleaning the flashing, but just to make sure that I don't miss anything, do it now. There's like just next to nothing. This is cool. The amount of detail in some of these bits too. I'm never really a fan of the really tiny bits like this. I wish they could just be put into the model, but seeing how much detail, I'm kind of okay with it. And how clean they are, Jesus. Always a fan of that. Games Workshop definitely puts in some good time to make sure their molds are right. If only they could transfer that to the Forge World department, but that's a conversation for another day, or a rant for another day. So let's see. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Background. So this has rules. Hang on, sorry. Background, combat, rules, data sheets. So I'm gonna go through the data sheets while I build these guys. Why not? Do a little bit of. Oh, and they're in order too. This is brilliant, man. It's like they actually thought this through. This is cool. Okay, so we've got, what is this? Thaddeus the Purifier, the Ministorm Priest. Movement 6, weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 3, toughness 3, wounds 4, attacks 3, leadership 7, and a 6+ save. He's armed with a las pistol, a servo stubber, and a power maul. Oh, my dog's just moving around. He's got Zealot. He's got War Hymns at once to attack characters of friendly Adeptus Ministorum Infantry. Rosarius, he's got a 4+ invul. All around little decent guy. I don't know. I'm assuming there's buffs and stuff in this game, so. Let's see here. What do they say to go do first? On the back side, we snap fit the arm. And the stubber. I was a big fan of the snap togethers. This is, I don't know if they want me to glue these together, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it all Then we snap the chest on. Nice fit, very nice fit. And last but not least, his book. So yeah, there he is. I think you can see him. Snap together, super easy, very cool. Into that. I'm assuming this is his base. It's my only problem. It doesn't say what base sizes they have, but I'm going to assume that the base they get corresponds with the width of, or I guess not the width, I guess the length of the tab at the bottom. So this guy should sit on this tab like so. So he's just gonna stick on there. Boom, no glue. Well, wait, why are there holes on the front of these ones? Am I missing something here? There might be. Let me see. Let's go do a quick scan of some of these other ones. Let's see if... Oh yeah, certain ones actually do require a hole, I believe. So we might have to go back and pull that guy off. But you know what, for now, let's leave it. I'm not too sure. So, next guy we're doing, the Missionary Zealot. So we're gonna go back to the sprue. He's got a shooting attack 8 inches, assault d6. Target is a chaos unit. Roll 2d6 to determine the number of attacks made. He's got zealot. He's got mechanical fervor. Roll a d6 each time this model loses a wound. On a 5+, the wound is not lost. That's kind of cool. 6-inch move, 3+ weapon skill, 4+ ballistic skill, strength, toughness, wounds, attacks 3, leadership 7, save 7. So yeah, let's get to this guy. this weapon he's got is badass. Okay, so it's like a chain sword with a flamer on top of it, but it looks like an Age of Sigmar-esque, or Age of Sigmar inspired flamer, which is kind of interesting. Harley, what are you doing, buddy? Sorry, my dog's not very mobile, and today he's moving a lot, so I don't know if he's got some energy all of a sudden or what, but anyway, so there's the head and hand. I need A18 and A17, so this is A18, or sorry, this is A17. We need the flamer, yeah, we need this. Always like building new models. Not necessarily my favorite stuff to build, but getting to see new models and get a feel for things is always a cool thing. So super excited to get to do this, and I'll be definitely doing more of it. So hopefully these get better over time. But for now, I'm just just rolling with it. Okay, so it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like that's it. So this guy's looks like he's 4 pieces, and then he gets a relatively large base. So that looks like this one. And I can never pick these bases up once they're on there. There we go. Use the X-Acto. Okay, so these all still snap together bits. This is all it is. Okay, so it says 1 and 2 go together first. So his cloak goes first, and that actually forms the full base, or the. So that's cool. Again, the pieces line up borderline, yeah, pretty much perfectly once you press it in place. Make sure you press on spots that don't crack or break. Pro tip. I'm going to put that one on last. We're going to put on the, that's going to come around this side, so this is going to be this way. Nope, it's going to be this way. You know what? I'm gonna put this on first because I gotta figure this out. So it's like that. Cool. A few little pieces that need to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Okay, so this now showing the flame is up. This goes like this. Oh man, there's even like a little spot it slides onto, so it actually does. I was like, this piece has got to need glue. But no, it does not. Damn, and it sits perfect. That's so cool. So cool. A little bit of flashing on the top here. Just gonna quickly clean that off. Boom. Very cool. Look at this. I wish I could zoom in on this flamer properly. This thing, it's got a chainsaw and just super bizarre. Really cool. And then we're gonna pop him on a base. So if you guys are interested in what this game is, what it looks like, what it's about, check out these models, check out the rules. Go on down to game night tomorrow morning, or tomorrow morning? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. Tomorrow morning. And they'll be there. So, next model. We got next? The UR025, Imperial Robot. Alright. So we're going to actually have to flip this next page, so let's do that. No, no, he's not next. Imperial Robot. Oh, he's down there. That's okay. Alright. So, Imperial Robot. He is movement 5, weapon skill, ballistic skill 3, strength 5, toughness 5, wounds 4, 2 attacks, 8 leadership, save 3+. He's got a Mark 1 assault cannon, 24-inch, heavy 4, 5 strength, neg 1, D1 damage. He's got a power claw, that's strength times 2, so that's strength 10, AP neg 3, D3 damage. When attacking with this weapon, subtract 1 from the hit roll. Okay. Start of the battle round, he regains a wound. It's one of his special abilities. That's kind of cool. I think this looks like this is going to be him on the sprue. Whew, he's a big boy. Okay. We got 32, 33, 34. Am I right? 32, yep. Here we go. Those 3 bits, we obviously need this big ass gun over here. Very cool, very cool. What else we need? His claw, which I'm assuming is this one. You know, for such a strong claw, I gotta be honest, this arm feels very lackluster. That's okay. We'll just roll with it. So next up, let's get this bad boy put together. So this piece goes to this piece. There we go. Boom. Front side goes on. Boom. This guy's got a few more mold lines on him, so gonna quickly try and pick some of those away. Actually, you know what? I'll do it later. I'm not gonna bore you guys with me picking mold lines. I'll do it after. No big deal. Well, this has to go, otherwise this is gonna get caught. So we're gonna quickly get rid of this. A little bit of flashing that sometimes appears. Got the big gun that's gotta go on. Remember, some of these, they're snapped together, but you gotta make sure you press in the right spots, otherwise you're gonna bust the models. And lastly, the extremely strong claw that, so boom, zoom. See this big, he's got a big gun there. Super cool. Really like the backpack, actually. Nice big backpack. His armor's pretty clean. Yeah, it's a lot. This guy has a lot of flashing. I'll admit, this guy's got a lot. Every piece is just covered. But whatever, that's the way it goes. I'm gonna drop him over here. Okay, next. What's next on the docket? Next, we've got the Rain and Ross Rattling Twins. Okay. All right. See where they're Rattling Twins. Here we go. 8, 10, 11, 13, 14. Okay, so they're on this sprue. So, or some of them. No, I think they both are. Okay, so I need this. I need him. I don't know which one's which, but whatever. The fact they're Rattling Twins is enough to sell me on this. I have a feeling I need to find some more parts because this looks incomplete to me. Coming off this just one sprue. So this guy doesn't. That looks like 27. That's not what I need. Nope. So it looks like I got one guy off this sprue. So we gotta hunt down the second guy, which, based on these little parts on this sprue, I'm gonna assume are him. Just gonna quickly pop these out. Yeah, like this. I like when the models are, all their parts are together. Helps. Not search around 5 different sprues for 4 parts. Okay. Okay, yeah, so gun. Got this backpack, we got this bit. And that's it going on this guy. This has this. Who's got this? He's got this one. Okay, cool. So, I don't know who's who, but these guys look so cool. Let's see if we get this. Okay. Body's in place. Interesting. Oh, I think I made a mistake. So on this little guy, you actually need to put his left hand on first, which just kind of slots in. So it looks like you slot it in, and then when you press this in, it locks it into place. So you gotta kind of be careful here. Cool. There we go. Bam. Cool. Da-da-da. Oh, and he's actually, oh no, he's not complete. There's one more piece. Which way does this go? Oh, it goes up. Okay. Oh, cool. So it's a 3-prong. Cool. Very cool. Bam. Look at that little guy. He's ready for action. He's got a little harpoon kind of looking part. Okay, cool. That's another one down. And then we're going to do his little buddy. Let's see if his little buddy has any weird things like that. Nope. The gun goes through here, though. So this has got to go on. And then this goes through everything. So I'm going to do this first. I always love, actually, these massive goggles. This is, those extend up. Boom. Man, these guys go together really good. This guy looks like a little badass. He's just too tiny. I don't even know if you can see him. I'll put some pictures up on the page and stuff like that. So make sure to look for that. So let's do the, I guess there are rules. You know what? There's a lot of rules for some of these guys. I'm not gonna go through all the rules. Not right now. Next. Let's do this guy. The Kroot guy. He's got 3 parts. He's hella quick. So Kroot guy. What is his name? He is Dahyak Grek, the Kroot tracker. Oh, he's got a ballistic skill of 3. Dang. I'm bringing Kroot back. I don't. Okay, so without worrying too much about this, just because of the way it lines up, these 2 pieces go like this, and then the third one with the pin locks all 3 together, and that is the Kroot tracker. He's got a nice little pose there. He's got a nice cape. Let's make sure everything's tight together. There's obviously some mold lines that they need to be cleaned off him, but he's looking pretty good. Next, okay, so this sprue's actually done. Don't know if they want the sprue back, but I'm gonna keep it to the side here. Next up, what do we got? Oh, we're gonna do the Zirani Ranger Amelin Shadow Guide. So she too is only 3 parts. Actually, that's probably one of the cool things about this. You got so much detail, and these are all snapped together. 3 to, I want to say 3 to 5 part models. It looks like. Yeah, I think 3 to 5 looks like the majority right now. So the cool thing is, like most of these models, you don't really need to look at how to assemble them. I mean, it looks pretty self-explanatory just by looking at it, only because there are very few pieces. I'd be careful with this girl's weapon. It has a lot of spindly pieces. It scared the hell out of me. So this pins into her back. And there she is. Great pose. Honestly, she could be a very cool Dark Reaper. Female Dark Reaper. That'd be cool. So that's dead sprue. Next up, I have a feeling it's going to be, oh my god, I didn't look at how many of these little, like, chaos cultists are in this thing. Very cool. And Beastigores. Damn. Very cool, very cool. Okay, focus. Is that all? That's not all the special characters, is it? Looks like it, actually. Now we're on to the chaos stuff. So these are all the characters. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 characters. So I guess this could be up to an 8-player game. I say that with some upward inflection because I really don't know. But first, we're going to do the Chaos Lord. Okay, so first off, first glance, he's got a badass hammer. Very cool model. This doesn't have a helmet. That's a neg 1 on me for me. Never a fan of models without helmets in the 41st millennium, but whatever. It's not. His backpack looks great. very like veiny and looks very like alive, which is cool. His weapon, he's got a melta gun. I think it's a melta. So that's kind of cool. What is this? Oh, this is the bit that was like shown that I didn't quite understand what was going on with it. But this is just part of the base. Okay, so I think he's got a unique base in here somewhere, so I'm gonna open. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, so he's got a special base, which is fine. So we're gonna get this guy together. So quickly looking, this arm has to go first. So I stand corrected. Some of these models do have a few more parts to them. Not all of them are 5 bits, but next is the cloak that goes over the top and holds all that together. Remember always to find spots to press that aren't going to break the smaller bits. Very important. And the second arm goes on. Oh, like that. And last but not least is the backpack. So once everything's together, he looks like a monster. So I'm going to get him on his base. I'll show him off a little bit. Boom. So this guy's a monster. So he's just kind of walking forward. His hammer's kind of in front of him. His bolter's kind of back and to the side. And then he's got a little, there's like a little servo skull of some sort that looks like he's just quashed. And yeah, so he's pretty cool. I don't like the top knots, not a big fan of that, but the detail in this model is actually really nice. I like how they've mixed the veins and like the living like aspect with like the original Chaos armor, and then they also have some like pelt as well. So he's been around a while. He's seen some shit, so that's really cool. Of course, they naturally have some skulls, but yeah, this guy's a cool model. I like him. I wonder if this camera would actually be better for this. Yep, yeah, it is. That works. That's focusing, I think, a little better. So yeah, I can kind of see he's really cool. Next, oh god, just a lot of models here to do. Get this plastic. So there's another Chaos Space Marine. I think there's only one in this. Nope, there's definitely 2. Okay, so the downside to having so many of the same models is I actually am more than likely going to need to follow this guideline a little bit. Looks like these ones are all the same, 50 to 55. See, still, GW nailed it with putting all the parts to each model as close as possible to one another. That really helps. So while it still takes a little while to find all the parts, at the very least, you know their vicinity is close together. How long have we been doing this? I'm going to try and keep this video as quick as possible. I'm not going to edit, though. I want you guys to be able to see not only putting these guys together, but the fact how long it actually takes for me to go through this. Now obviously I was talking a bit at the start, but if you check the timestamps and see when I started actually clipping models, see how long it actually takes. So we've got one head out. I want to make sure it's the right head for this one. It's a square. Ooh, they both are. Who's this guy? This guy is this. So that's odd. So they put his head. Oh no, no. This is right. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over. So with these guys, you guys gotta make sure the head goes first, Gotta get the head in place. Oops. Head goes first. Then seal up around it. Always make sure the chests, usually they're two pieces, make sure they're tight together because that could throw off the whole model if you don't do that right. The bolter now. Ooh, the bolter's arm is important too because it has to line up with two different slots. So make sure that lines up like so. Looking good, looking good. And then last but not least, backpack. Boom, he looks good. What do we got for base? 32 mil round. That is you, my friend. Let's put you facing this way. Boom. The model done. It's regular Terminator or Space Marine, Chaos Space Marine. Sorry. Next, we need the other Chaos Space Marine. So his head's over here. I saw that. Put his head down here. As for the rest of him, doesn't look like it's on the sprue. Ah, you got me. GW, you got me. I suspect it's just the way it had to play. Yeah, so the rest of him is all together on this sprue. Wait, there's a third head here. What the hell? Oh, now, oh, there's 4. Is there alternate heads for these guys? No. Because there's only 2 Marines. Oh, yeah, they do. So they both have an alternate head. So they both can use heads without helmets or both heads with helmets, which is cool. That's actually very cool. I wish I would have known that right at the get-go, because I personally would have put both with helmets, but this isn't my copy. I'm just putting it together. So I'm going to do one of each. So the players that get to enjoy this copy, there's a little bit of everything. So just kind of popping all the parts out. We've got the head already. It looks like everything. Cool. All right, so that's everything on this guy. So again, head first. Head looks this way. Press down the torso to lock the head in place. Crack a finger in the process, that hurt. Got a model building injury. Wonder if my insurance will cover that. And then the backpack. So again, a little bit of flashing. Got to clean that up. But for now, it's just a matter of looking at just to get them up and running. And I'll go back and clean them after the video's done. But yeah, another simple Marine, Chaos Marine. Nothing crazy. Cool model. But yeah, he's done. Oh, I guess I should get these other guys on bases. I'm an idiot. So the twins, I do like how they put the characters, they made them red. So I guess if people don't want to paint them and just use them the way they are, they can do that. So she's probably on a 32, like that. He's definitely, oh, is he gonna be on 32? Oh yeah, he is. Is there something bigger than a 32 now? No, so the biggest size base out of it here is the 32 mil, I think. Oh, no. Yeah, doesn't look like anything. Let's get this guy down on his base. I'm actually very curious to see these rules play out. So if anybody's interested in actually playing this game and wants to go down to and go to game night and use their copy and play, hit me up, because I would definitely like to do that. This game looks cool. Models look great. So far, so good. Ooh, this guy's not cooperating. What's going on here? I never liked the slotted bases. I always like the flat ones and you just mount your guy to it. But I understand why they do it for this, so that's the way she goes. Okay, let's move some of my crap out of the way so I can keep going. Yeah, like these models look great. Oh, so cool. It's very, very cool. Okay. Next are these, I guess, those little guys. Okay, so this guy is the next one that I'm going to do. So this is the Rogue Psyker. So, and they say, it says there's, you got to do 2 of him. So, 38. Okay, so here's the other one. Guys, be really actually careful with these guys. They are, what is keeping them together is barely anything. Boom, 2 of them. They both have a backside cape that's enabled 36. So I see 1 here. So clip that out. I'm actually curious to see how long this video is going to take. But it's a product review. I'm going to give my feedback after I'm done putting these models together. If I haven't pretty much said everything while I do this based on each model. Okay. Each have the same, so they each have the same front side and back side, and then they have an alternate stance. So that's kind of cool. So my only problem is I wonder if it's on this one. That's looking like it. Yep. So this, I guess their intent is that's that. Oh, again, there's an, jeez, that's really weird. Okay, so this, so guys, what they've done is, I think you have 2 options as far as how you want to make these guys look. So I cut out both off one, thinking that they were both on that one sprue, but they're not. I guess that's why the numbers are important. Okay, so we got 2 back sides, we've got 1 front side. If I'm looking for a front side, it's got to be on this one. Yep, sure enough, there it is. Right where we left it. Let's cut that off. Man, I wish I could stream this live, but nope. Can't do it. So these 2 models are 3 parts. So it goes 1, 2, which actually just slots in place, and then the 3rd one locks it all together. Boom. This guy's ready for action. I think he sits, nope, he does sit on the larger one. He sits on a 32 as well. So this guy right now, sorry, I didn't say what he, oh yeah, no, I did. These are the Rogue Psychers. So there's 1. He's actually pretty tall because he's got his chain, he's looks like he's floating away, but he's chained down by some pegs. So that's kind of cool. Or not like ball and chain kind of thing. It's kind of cool. Let's go next guy. So yeah, fits in. So they are exactly the same. There's 2 options as far as if you want to have them both look the same or both look different. So I assume part of that could be for, you know, gameplay with 40K, the integration, I don't know. Or just Oh, this guy's not fitting perfectly. There we go. Okay. Oop. There's the other one. It's pretty cool. Big old model. Next. Oh god, I love the ×2s and ×4s. Some of the rules, though, are actually really cool for some of these models, so if you guys are looking for something new to spice up your 40k armies, I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Some of these models are coming to a store near you. Okay, next we got Trader Guardsman. So we got B3 and B4. Oh boy. I wonder which one this is. I'm feeling they're on this one. Let's take a look over here for a second. There's 5, 6, and 7. There's B. So it looks like this guy. Yeah. He gets this auto pistol. Then he is done. Despite having so many models, that's like getting through models and moving on to the next ones as quick as I am, it does really feel nice. This guy, got him next, so I'm gonna do him. See. So what I'm trying to do here is I look at try and line up a guy that I see on the page, and then just look around him for the rest of his parts, because like I've been saying, everything's nice and close together instead of searching and trying to do these in some kind of order. So that's goes here. He gets a base. He's done. Okay, that looks good. Chaos cultists, my god. If you need more cultists, this is a box set for you. Some of these cultists look mean. Oh, there's a chainsword. What do I see with the chainsword? Nope, it's not important. Okay. There's the flamer. So this guy we'll do next. Oops. Don't lose pieces. Flamer. There we go. Like this guy with the map. Oh man, I wish I could show you this guy. Oh, there we go. Oh, we had it. The mask on him looks really cool. He's got a little. Well, you guys will have to just get the box. X model. This guy. He's got. So this guy's chest goes first. And then the gun. Always try and make sure everything lines up the first time. Otherwise, you're gonna not have a nice time trying to pluck these guys apart. Even the bayonets and stuff on these guys, damn, they look so good. So good. Their stances are cool. And there should be a grenadier in here somewhere. What is that? This guy, where's he? No, there's a couple guys that are throwing me off in here, gotta be honest. But it's okay, we'll figure this out. There's a guy I need. Alright, and there's the other guy I need. Cool. So I'm gonna cut the mode out so I don't lose him. And he gets... I think this is front side, so he needs a back side. This guy's got the gun. Did I chop out his body? Whoops. So his gun, that, and I need his torso. Which looks like it should be this one. I just missed one. Okay, so we got a couple of guys here to quickly put together. Looks like this goes first. Yeah, another guy that his head barely gets held on. But it does by the rest of the model, so that's done. These cultists and, I guess, what are they, traitor guardsmen? Really great models. The lazy part of me is really like enjoying these snap togethers. The converting part of me, oop, these are not for the same model. Oh, that sucks. The converting part of me would rather see bits, but yeah, so I missed a piece on this guy. This guy's not 2 parts, he is 3, so let's cut that 3rd part out. Get his chest in place. Press them together. Boom. This guy looks really cool. Nice action pose. Got a nice face mask on. Let's see if we can do this. I don't know if you guys can see him. But yeah, he looks really cool. Like I said, I'll pop pictures up after. So that's this sprue. So let's go to the next. So I gotta go to the other sprue and do this again, because each sprue has a set of those trader guardsmen that are. I don't know how I feel about that either. Like, you know, you game with very few, like, it's a lot of models. I shouldn't say a few models, but having that many duplicate models, I don't know, kind of meh. But they look great, so I get why they do it. There's one there. Next guy. This guy. If anybody ever needs models built, please give me a shout. I can always do that. I'll do a little review of the models if I haven't done them yet in the process. So that's kind of something I'd like to start doing more. So now that I've done basically each of these models, I've kind of memorized already which parts go with which one. So I can actually cut the majority of these bits out, keeping them in little piles, of course, because I'm not gonna dig through the pile. And then I can just quickly snap them all together as I go. Next guy. Let's do this guy next. This guy was the one that messed me up a little bit. He was the Grenadier, so he's this button. And yeah, I really like how these guys, their faces are covered. These the masks are really great. Honestly, guys, if you gotta look at these, check these models out. They are dynamite. Need this back part to the Grenadier. So I keep flipping the sprue around because I don't my clippers, I don't want them to take out chunks of model. So I always try and find the side of the plastic that the sprue is kind of most accessible. Okay, so that is all of them. So now grab a few bases. How many bases? I think I need this many. So start snapping them together. So one. This one's a tricky one because of that little bit. Two. Base. This one has the awful head. And the hand that needs to be in the perfect spot. Three. This guy's one snap. Four. Oh, I forgot a piece of this guy. Wah, wah. What is he missing? He is missing the back. So he's Oh, he's also on this sprue that I didn't do him. So I wonder what that third piece is. I have to do a little more digging on this guy because I actually didn't do him. I missed him on the first round. There. It's got to be this. Yep. So I thought this was for like one of the Beastmen, just the way this arm looked and the weapon, but it is not. Oops. So that's one. But it was the next arm closest to the model, so that was on me. Okay, so we got all three of those. So this guy just needs his arm there. Yeah, it wasn't an. I thought it was a backpack. That's supposed to be on the back. Him. Another one. A couple more here. So this guy's gonna go on his base. Another one. So there's a nice big batch of cultists. Oh no. That base didn't get cut properly. Slot's not. So, these guys are ready to go. Just clean this base up. There we go. Next, what do you got next? The Beastmen. Okay, so Beastmen we've got. Interesting way that they did this, but that's okay. That's cool. Okay, so they've got a bunch of torsos that are identical, and then there's multiple ways, as we've kind of seen already, ways to kind of mix and match them. So they're the same technically with different weapon options, but they, for a game like this, I suspect that makes them different. So this is okay. That's kind of weird. I'll show you what I was looking at in a second when I get this guy down on the ground. Okay, so legs, the necks together. Is this part going at? It's really weird. These guys look. Part of these, I guess their thing is they look kind of human, so it throws me off a little bit when I look at them. I don't know if I need that head, so I'm going to leave that on the sprue for now. Let's go to the other one. Get the rest of these guys off. Oops. this I need. Honestly, these pieces and the clarity. Oh, let's make sure we don't get the same head twice. This one's that one. So I want to take the other one this time. Yeah, let's just do this. Pretty confident with these guys that I can pluck them all off and get them done. So I'm going to do that. It's weird that I'm not cleaning sprue as I go, or the mold lines as I go, but I think for the sake of this video, I'm definitely going to do that last and just do it at the end on my own time. Alright, looks like it's most of it. Let's see how this goes. So, we got two different kinds of legs. We got 1, 2, we should have 2 running kind of legs. Yep. Then, it's saying these are 32 mils for these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. For the one. This is for the one that's running. This is the running. This goes like this. Next is the pistol arm. Cool. And then the head. I guess I only had, oh, I did need all 4 of those heads. There is only 4. I thought there might be some swaps, but that is incorrect. Again, I can't like stress the detail in some of these models. Well, I shouldn't say some, like all of them have some really nice detail. It's really nice to see. I did realize I don't have my phone with me, so I actually don't know how much time this is kind of taking. Which one did I use? I used that one on this one, so we're going to do this. I seriously didn't bring my phone in here. Wow. Okay, so this looks like it's going to go like this. So that was actually a much easier way to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of lining up the 2 bits of torso, popping the legs in, and then once the slot's in place, then I'm just gonna, then I squeeze it to pinch it together, versus trying to line it up afterwards. It's actually a nice little trick to speed that up a little bit. Okay, so these ones are weird. So I need so remember before when I said I wonder what the holes on a couple of these bases are for? Found out why. So I'm gonna have to go pluck a couple guys off these bases, which is cool. That's fine. That's why I'm doing this. Show you guys. There is a method to the madness. So we're gonna pluck these guys off them. So the goats, they're nice goats, actually don't go on this. They don't actually go into the slot, which is really bizarre because they're leaning, they're lunging so far forward, and then what they do is they show you B21. Okay, so there's actually a bar that fills that gap, which honestly I think is ridiculous, but that's the way it's done. So you don't have to do that. You can find a solid base, drill that bolt out, and then not have to worry about this if you prefer to do that. But again, you can get this done. Still no glue actually required. Now these two goats are rotating around oddly because they're not in, but they look good, so I'm super into that. So the goats are done. Call them goats, they're beastmen. And then next is the last one. Oh no, we got some cool ones next. Okay, but now we got the Negavolt cultists. So these are kind of like mechanical cultists, kind of a mix between the Chaos Cult, or the Traitor Guardsmen, and kind of like AdMech looking guys. So these guys have some spindly bits again, so be very careful. I'm not, because I like to live life dangerously. No, just kidding. There's this torso. Now I'll admit, looking at all these little bits on sprue is pretty overwhelming, but once you start getting into this, it actually goes pretty quick. Just really nice, actually. Everything's fitting together really nicely. The line, there's a few mold lines, yes, but other than that, these guys are clean. They get together really nicely. This is like definitely a game you can just actually pick up, put together, and play out of the box. You don't need glue. You don't need paint even. I'm sorry, it's just a little itch. Oh, I actually do it with my phone. Okay, in the event I am needed. All right. Oh, no, not done. Got one more. Clip out. These guys are pretty busy. Painting these ones up will be intense. If any of you guys play Magic the Gathering, I would paint these guys up in like blues and reds, kind of like the I can't remember the set, but it had the like Niv Mizzet or whatever it was, however it was pronounced. It was like red blue, essentially. Oh, so here we go. We got the 4 guys. Where's the 4th one? Got the legs. We got 2. Oh, these go on 32s as well. No kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. I am going to put them on their base and assemble them on their bases because they're just very like little finicky bits, and I just feel a lot more confident if they're on their bases. Okay, so that's that. Next is the prods. Interesting enough, I'm not quite sure what the difference is between the 2 sets of models. Oh, found it. So this was for the second one. So this one should fit this. hit a snag. There we go. So for these guys, so you don't get stuck like this, legs go first. It's okay. There we go. Before we keep going, we are going to make sure all the legs go down. Pop that off. There we go. Okay. And we keep going. So, oh no, wait. Leg first. Just talked about this. Got both arms from the other guy. Get this last leg on. So these guys, I would actually recommend following the instructions a little more. The arms don't line up perfectly with each other, so they're so close together that it's actually very hard to just tell them apart. But once you do figure it out, they go on very quickly. There we go. And last but not least, uh-oh, I think I messed up on someone. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there we go. So there's, I guess, one bit on each one that is, there's different size, so you can tell which one they're supposed to go to. I didn't realize that until the very end, but that's okay. So these little spindly guys, kind of neat. Yeah, awkward, but okay. Next, these guys. So these guys are pretty straightforward. These, what do they call these? Home stretch here. That's on the back side, okay. What are these? These are the Urgles. Urgles. It's a ghouls kind of thing. So they're 2 parts. Very simple. That there. There's gonna be 4 of these guys. Two. These guys are kind of creepy. That's cool. I actually really like how they really don't have faces. Like, don't have eyes. So I'll show you these guys in a second once I kind of quash their heads into place. Oh, did I? Yeah, I did get these 2 wrong. There we go. Yeah, these oogles are cool looking. I don't know if you can actually see their faces. It's so... Man, I wish this thing would focus. Oh, there we go. We had it. Oh, you gotta see it. Cool. Yeah, super cool. Into that. Very into that. So those 4 done. Last and but not least, the spindle drones. Now these guys got some cool rules. So the more of them you have, the stronger stronger everything gets for them. But they can only be a maxed 4 squad, which I'm actually gonna go through their. I'm gonna go do their rules quickly, because they're super. It's very interesting rules. These guys are very finicky and spindly. Oh my god. So they start at like AP 0, 1 damage. I can't remember the rest, but if essentially, as soon as you add more to it, they get stronger. So AP goes to -4, damage goes to 5, strength goes up. You know what I mean? So it just compounds, which is really crazy. And it would appear we have 1 extra large slotted base, and we are short 1 28 mil. I wonder if I put one on the wrong base. No, I didn't. There's an incorrect base in here. That's okay. I have extra bases. So let's quickly slap these 2 guys together, and then I'll go grab a base for that last one. Do that. So not a whole lot of pieces to this. A lot of these guys are very quick to snap together, which is really cool. Like, the most time you're probably going to spend is being careful and cleaning off the little bit of flashing on each of them, which honestly is nothing in my opinion. So that's two of those guys. I'm gonna man, oh man, we're one base. Not to worry. GW, I got you on this one. I'll grab a base from my extra 25 mils because you know those don't get used nearly as much anymore. Let's see what's over here. It's one. So like I said, guys, if anybody wants to test this game out, I would be very much in to try it with you. So drop me a message either on the 40 Below page or personally if you're looking for another guy to try this game out with. So next. So the only element of this box, really, in terms of assembly, is one wrong base. And if you're don't play this game, that kind of screws you up a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, that's really it. So I'm gonna quickly zoom in on this, guys. Yeah, here. It's always hard to look at that guy. Ooh, shit. Yeah, these guys are pretty cool. So that's everything. So we have put together all the models in this box except for excluding one. We have 6 extra bits. So that was what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. I think it's 42 models in what? I don't think that was that long. It's only quarter 3. So yeah. So guys, that's the box. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Those rules. Okay, so they spindly drones. They're the spindle drones. So they are ballistic skill, weapon skill 3, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 2, attacks 2, leadership 10, save 4+. Not the best. Their ability is threat level rising. Improve the strength, armor penetration, and damage characteristic of a model's drone pulse, which is their weapon, by 1 for each model in the unit that has either lost a wound or been destroyed. For example, if 2 models in a unit of spindle drones have been destroyed and another has lost 1 wound, the 2 remaining models' drone pulses would have a strength characteristic of 6, an AP of -3, and a damage characteristic of 4. So for every wound, so there are 2 wounds each. So yeah, and they can be up to. This unit contains 4 drones. So it looks like in the game, if these things come out, you have to kill them all really quick. Because if you kill 3 of them and put the 4th down to 1 wound, that's +6. So it's +7, right? 2, 4, 6 for the 3 dead ones, and then the last one with 1 wound remaining is +1, so 7. So they go to 7. So they go to strength 10. AP -7 and 8 damage. I don't know if I've done that right, but I think that's right, and that's pretty intense. Anyway, a lot of cool rules in here. Yeah, this is going to be out. Well, you're going to see it the day of, but it's out tomorrow, November 10th, I think is tomorrow. I think. So yeah, head on down to game night, get a copy. Don't wait. A lot of Chaos Cultists. I know there's a couple guys looking for Chaos Cultists. This is where you're gonna get them. The Beastmen are really cool too. Chaos Sorcerers, you can use most of the stuff in 40k and Age of Sigmar. I gotta be honest. So which is really cool. Yeah, guys. So that's it. That is. Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress. coming out tomorrow, or I guess when you're looking at this today. It's a standalone game, lots of stuff in it. Looks really cool. So hope you guys enjoyed. I will be posting some pictures of the models. You'll see those up first thing in the morning too. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and happy gaming.